Guys, and welcome back to I Am Beautiful Hustler TV. Today I'll be doing a glueless lace wig installation video for you, and today's hair is from Original Queen Hair. Now they did send me over this pretty curly lace wig, and I'm going to do a glueless install for you guys because you guys want to see more glueless installs. So I am here to bring you that today. Now this is a 22-inch kinky curly wig, if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on it. The details will be down in the description box below. But this was a beautiful lace front wig. It was so full and so pretty, and y'all know I love curly hair, of course. The hairline was pre-plucked, so I didn't really have to do much plucking at all, barely any, really, honestly. But I'm going to show you guys today me installing this wig gluelessly. Now I'm just going to go on with my Ruby Kisses foundation, and this is level 16, and I'm just using the lighter shade, and I'm going to apply that all over the front of the stocking cap, and I'm also going to apply it down the middle, because at first we were going to do a part down the middle, but I decided to do the updo with the little, you know, curly bang type of look. So yeah, so the first thing you want to do is go ahead and if you're using a lighter cap than their skin tone, just put their foundation color on the top of that lace, on the top of that cap. And I also going on that lace with that same foundation color as well, and I put that on the inside of the lace and on top of that lace as well, just to make sure that color is just spread it evenly all the way across the front of their hairline. Now, I know in my most recent video, I introduced you guys to my new baby, which is the Bedhead Masterpiece hairstyling spray. And today, that styling spray will be our best friend when I am doing this install. And basically, what I'm just going to do is spray down their hairline and use that spray for the styling and everything. So make sure you guys stay tuned to this video. And if you haven't already, just go ahead and click that subscribe button now. So first things first, this is what the wig looks like once I put it on her head and bring it down to her hairline. Now this section right here that I did part down, that is the extra hair that I will be cutting off. Like I mentioned in my last video, even though people have like that high up and low size hairline, you still want to bring that lace all the way down to make sure it covers those sides, and pluck enough that way when you cut off that extra lace from the center, it still looks plucked and natural. So everything that I have parted down in the front, it will be cut off. I will cut behind that leave out part. But right now what I'm doing is just taking that Bedhead styling spray, and I just sprayed it all on the right side of her hairline. I sprayed it directly on top of that lace. That way I can get it to mold in. And I'm just taking my blow dryer, and I also went in with my rat tail comb and just pretty much combed that hairspray down into that lace. Now while I'm doing this, I still have her holding each side down because I want to mold down both sides before I have her let that lace go. And once she let it go, you will notice that it did not move or shift or anything like that. So which is which is really a good sign. And as compared to BioSilk, I love them both just the same. They both work like wonders, and they both smell really nice. And the Bedhead was actually cheaper. I got it on sale for $3. Like the original price was $6. But y'all better go ahead and get y'all some now, because y'all already know once the Bedhead hairstyling spray start popping, they is going to jack up their price. So I'm going to go and rack up on that. But anywho, back to this tutorial. So now that I went ahead and sprayed both sides, I had her let it go, and as you can see, it did not move. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that lace right down the center and go in with my eyebrow razor and just razor off that extra lace. Now some spray probably got, you know, dripped down a little too far down, but all you do is just all you have to do is just like lift it up and pull it back a little bit. It does not hurt in comparison to the Got2b spray. Usually when you use that Got2b spray and it get too far down and you have to lift it or pull the lace, it kind of hurts and it feels like you are ripping the hairs of your face out, but with this it does not hurt. So this method is actually, you know, pretty safe to use. It's not going to have your face hurting or anything like that. And I'm just going to go in and just take my scissors and cut back anything I feel is still too far down that the razor could not get. And you want to be sure to cut off the extra lace around the ears. And I'm going to take that same bed head styling spray and spread across their hairline again, taking the end of my rat tail comb and my finger and just blow drying anything that's still lifting. So once you get all of that tacked down, you can move on to the other side. Now, I did not do any baby hair because I really wanted to show you guys how it can still look really good and natural without having to use like lace glue. And it's been like 3 days now since I made this video, and like, no lie, my sister hair is still like tight to her scalp. Like, it has not done any shifting or sliding back or anything like that. So when I tell you guys this stuff works miracles, like, it really works wonders. So make sure you guys go ahead and try this product out. So after I did that side, I just went ahead and did the same thing to the other side, and I just cropped some of that out so it's not like too much, you know, repetition. It's just the same steps, the same exact steps for both sides. And I just went ahead, like I said, and cut off that lace, use more of that styling spray, tacked it down and everything like that. And now I'm just taking that comb and just combing out the hairspray so the hairline is not hard or anything like that. And don't get me wrong, it does a little bit of flaking, but it's not like terrible where you're gonna really notice it. And once I actually styled the top up in a ponytail, it was just really like nothing. Once I sprayed a oil sheen or anything like that, like, you really don't see any of that. So, you know, that's just, you know, the truth about that. But what I also did, the part that I sectioned off would be for her little two bang part areas, and I sprayed some more of that bed head spray across her hairline again, and I'm just going to tie that down while I work on the section where her ponytail is going to be. Right here, I just pulled some hair up so it could be out the way, and I could get this thing on here, my melt belt, which you can purchase on my website, to really have that lace melted and, you know, into her skin and dry and really like melt it. And now I'm just going to like pin the back hair out the way so I can focus on doing a ponytail and don't have to pull any extra hairs out, you know, from the back, or, you know, just any random hair out the way. Like, you want to keep it as neat as possible. So that's why I just went in and I just pulled some hair down I felt like shouldn't be to the ponytail area, and just making sure all the back tracks were covered, because it is a lace front, so there is tracks in between this wig. So you want to make sure you cover all of that up. You don't want nobody walking up to you like, girl, your tracks are showing. So make sure you guys do neatly cover them tracks up, and just use enough hair for the ponytail. Like, this wig was really full, so you didn't need to put that much of the hair in a ponytail anyway to get a nice full ponytail. But like I said, the bed head is our best friend today, so I'm just taking that same spray and I'm just combing up the ponytail just so it can be nice and neat. I did not hot comb it out all the way. I did like touch the roots before I installed the wig, but I didn't like hot comb it completely out, because, you know, it'll smoothen out and straighten out anyway once you use the hairstyling spray and like comb it through. So that's why I did not have to hot comb it all of the way. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a black rubber band and secure that ponytail, and you just want to hold it nice and firm as you wrap the ponytail, because sometimes the ponytail can be loose and it causes like ripples and stuff like that in your ponytail. So just try to keep it steady and grip it as tight as possible. And this is another reason why you want to use that elastic band to hold down your lace when you're doing styles like this. That way the pressure of you pulling the ponytail does not lift the lace up. So I was able to get her ponytail nice and tight and still being able to melt that lace down at the same time. So And now I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that ponytail is neat and no hair is out of place. And I'm just going to take a little thin section off that ponytail to do my wraparound part. And still, once again, using that bed head hairstyling spray to wrap it around the rubber band. I highly recommend this step because it just makes it look, you know, more neater and more like professionally done. I don't really like to see like the rubber band like at the ponytail. Like, it just looks incomplete to me. So I highly recommend that you guys make sure you do this wraparound part. It just make like the results just like 10 times much better. But once I do this, I'm just going to go ahead and take my water bottle with some water and conditioner and just wet the wig up and comb through it. And when I tell you guys, this is a great quality wig. Like, usually I say do not comb out curly hair with a rat tail comb, but I was really able to comb out this wig with a rat tail comb. Like, I literally just put the water on there and just combed it right out. First, I like finger combed it while I was spraying the water, and then I just went back in with my rat tail comb, and I did not get any tangles whatsoever. Like, no tangles. Like, usually curly hair, well, if it's poor quality curly hair, it can get very matted and tangled, and that's why a lot of people don't even like to wear curly hair. But if you are a curly hair fan, I do have a tutorial that I released on how to maintain your curly hair, and also how to like wrap it up for nighttime before you go to sleep. So now that I went ahead and wet up the back, I'm just going to do the same thing to the ponytail, and I'm just combing that out and just wetting it with the water, trying to make sure that water is all through that ponytail so the curls can be more defined. And I'm just going to split that ponytail in two and just have some hair fall to the right and some hair fall to the left, and just wet that a little bit more until all of those curls are popping. And as far as the water and conditioner in this bottle, I am using a Tresemme conditioner. And you just want to put a little bit conditioner, not too much, not where it makes the hair heavy or white. And if you do it correctly, then your curls should come out popping just like these. But now I'm going to go ahead and remove that beautiful Hustler melt belt. And as you can see, that lace is melted, honey. Like, I know a lot of people melt laces with that lace glue, but what them laces looking like when they doing glueless melts? Like, you can have a glueless install and still be laid and have that lace like melted into your skin. It's just all about the technique that you use and everything like that. So now that I removed that, I just parted that little section I had sectioned off right down the middle, just to make sure the hair was even on both sides, which plays as a little bang area. And before I end this tutorial, another benefit of using that bed head is like, whether I'm using glue, I can spray that spray on there and it does not lift the lace. Some sprays you spray directly on the lace and you can feel it loosening up and everything like that, but that spray does not do that at all. I just want to throw that out there. But anywho, this is pretty much the finishing look. Like I said, I didn't do no baby hairs, I did not use no glue, and it's still melted. No, I don't use filters, so what you see is what you get. And I hope you guys enjoyed this glueless slay today, and thank you guys for tuning in. Till next time.